Good morning, it's approaching 7 o'clock, it's Thursday the 8th of July and this is Belfast Lough. Quite overcast, quite misty, quite dull. Well, there's a few duck, I think these are eider. Temperature is about 14, and I wonder if you can see what I am down here for. If you look closely, you'll see that it's another cruise ship, but this just isn't any old cruise ship. This is the MSC Virtuosa or Virtuosa. It's a brand new cruise ship. This boat has been into Belfast about 3 times already. I think this is the 4th time. And this is her first outing. She was built in 2019, but her launch and all the rest of it was stalled, or final trials or whatever were stalled, and because of the virus, and this is really our first set of outings, and it's round the British Isles, and this is the MSC Virtuoso's first walkout, so to speak. And she's a big boat. She is a big boat, no question. One of the biggest boats that has been into Belfast ever. And that's why I'm up so early to capture this. Cruise ships have started to run again, and Belfast was chosen as one of her port destinations. So that tells you a lot of about how Belfast is held. As a port destination. This boat is going for several trips around the British Isles, calling in at Belfast and Liverpool, and I think it's Oban, I'm not sure. Maybe it's Glasgow, can't remember. And here she is, coming into Belfast for the 3rd or 4th time. So what can I tell you about this boat? Well, she's really only been sailing since February 2021. As I say, her launch or whatever, everything was delayed because of the virus. She's one of the most environmentally friendly cruise ships ever to be launched anywhere. She's eco-friendly, low carbon emissions. She was built for €800 million. In France, at the Chantier d'Atlantique, Saint-Nazaire in France. She's got 19 decks and she's 332 metres long. That's 1,086 feet. She comes in at 177,000 gross tons, and according to whatever you look at, and I looked at Wikipedia, she can carry maximum crew, or she can carry maximum passengers of 6,334. I don't think she's carrying that today. She's full of UK passengers because it's a UK trip and they can all be virus checked, etc., etc. But in September she's heading off to plough the waters around Saudi Arabia and Oman and Dubai and Bahrain and Qatar. So she'll say goodbye to the UK route. She has a complement, I believe, a maximum complement of something like 1,704 crew. So by any standards, a pretty big boat. She's got 5 specialty restaurants, 5 main dining rooms, and a 336 seat buffet, and she's got 21 bars where you can drink and look out at the sea. And for all you art lovers, she carries the first fine art museum to be found at sea. Isn't that wonderful? That's just what I would be looking for, a fine art museum. But each to their own. And here she is, slipping into Belfast. She's meant to arrive at 7:30. That's her docked up and all the rest of it. So I had to get up at about 6:30 and just jump on the motorbike. One of the few cruise ships that can rely on shore power whenever she docks. And there's the Stena that she'll pass. And she's making very good progress here. Doesn't take her too long to get in. Better watch out, wee duck, because it's all action here. This is the Electo steaming out, and it better watch, because here comes the Virtuosa, and I have moved position from further on out the airport road. I've jumped on the motorbike to see her at close hand. Wouldn't do for these two boats to have a bump. From here they look very close, but probably there's quite a distance between them. Totally dwarfed. And cruise ships coming to Belfast like this, you know, this can only be good for Belfast economy. One of the world's finest cruise ships coming to Belfast. It used to be one of the world's finest shipyards, and as I say on so many of my videos, what happened to the Belfast shipbuilding industry, and indeed the UK shipbuilding industry? It's funny that all our EU friends still manage to make big cruise ships. France, Germany, Italy, Norway. Even wee Greece, and the British shipbuilding industry is largely gone. They can hardly build their own naval HMS Navy boats. Totally ridiculous. But here she is. Close shots of the MSC Virtuosa. Don't see anybody about. And there's the MSC brand. Now everybody appears to be in their bed. Slipping past me into Belfast docks. a gigantuan of the sea. It's just approaching 7:20, so it's just bang on time. Low emission, low carbon emission. Valletta. The last word in cruise ship luxury. And newly built. And I have videoed umpteen cruise ships coming into Belfast over the years since I started this wee channel in 2014. I've never been on a cruise ship. We have never been on a cruise ship trip. Never even been on a cruise ship, which is quite funny. Maybe one day. If we're allowed ever again to go anywhere. But that's the scene. Belfast Harbour. Coming in from Belfast Lough, the MSC Virtuosa, and good health, good sailing, Godspeed all who commander and sail in her. And I'm away from my breakfast because I haven't had it. And the terns are flying overhead. Some says with their 19 decks, inching in now. You don't want to get this wrong. The wee ferry is absolutely dwarfed. Big boat, little boat. And you've got to say to yourself, how big can they make these things? Now, nobody ever envisaged a boat ever being this size before. But hey, there are bigger ones. How big will they ever go? Well, the size of the harbours dictates it all. And as we've seen in Venice, they just can't have these cruise ships coming into Venice anymore, because they raise the water level in the channels, and they leave space for no other boat. But anyway, that's another discussion for another day. See you soon.